My Lord and my God, I firmly believe that you are here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you with profound reverence. I ask your pardon for my sins and the grace to make this time of prayer fruitful. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. Jesus, you said that to your disciples. You say it now to me, to each one of us. I hear you saying in the depth of my heart, I created you to give flavor to everything you touch. Jesus, the thought that you want me to light up the lives of those around me is thrilling. What an incredible responsibility. What transcendence this truth gives to everything I do. As St. Josemaria wrote, we are bearers of Christ. We must be light and warmth, salt, spiritual fire, constant apostolate, vibration, the impetuous wind of Pentecost. And yet, Lord, I will be honest. These words are also intimidating. To be salt, to be fire, to let people around me actually see where I stand. I've watched people walk away from you. I've seen friends who were baptized, who received you in First Communion, and then simply stop. They drift. And I wonder sometimes how much of that had to do with the lukewarmness they saw in the rest of us. What is it that went wrong in their lives? Much can be explained by inadequate formation. Jesus, so many people walked away from the faith because no one answered their questions. No one showed them genuine friendship with you. No one showed them joy. Lord, help me to be ready. As St. Peter insists, always be prepared to make a defense to anyone who calls you to account for the hope that is in you. We must be ready to speak boldly about our faith. It's not a matter of preaching, but rather of sharing our convictions. Years ago, people spoke about breaking the sound barrier. Perhaps today you ask us to break another barrier, the fear of speaking about you. Jesus, I do not want to hide my faith out of fear. Give me courage to speak naturally about you. I was shaken to my core when I came across something you, Jesus, told St. Faustina. It is the cry of someone who loves us. You said to her, these souls wound my heart most painfully. My soul suffered the most dreadful loathing in the Garden of Olives because of lukewarm souls, not indifferent souls, not openly hostile souls, lukewarm souls. Jesus, I can hear you saying to me, do you understand what that means? In Gethsemane, in the hour of my greatest agony, it was not only the weight of sin that pressed down on me. It was the thought of those who would receive everything I was about to give them and feel nothing in particular. Those who would go through the motions. Those who would keep me at a comfortable distance. These words of yours are hard to hear. After all, there are days when we go through the motions. Days when prayer feels like a duty we are checking off. Days when we've kept you at arm's length without even realizing it. How do I keep that from happening? How do I keep the fire burning? Well, with wonder, we can start there. Jesus, never let me take your presence for granted. There is an unusual word we use from time to time. That word is gobsmacked. It means to be completely astonished, stunned, speechless with surprise. What if I let myself be God-smacked? Absolutely undone by the fact that you are here with me right now, in this moment. Lord, help me live God-smacked, astonished by your presence, stunned that you remain with me, speechless that you love me despite my weakness. People must have felt this when they walked beside you in Galilee, when they heard you speak, when they watched you forgive, when they saw your face after the resurrection. You are not a memory. You are not a concept. Nor are you a feeling I had once at a retreat. You are here. How else can we keep the fire burning brightly in our soul? By paying attention to the small things. Someone who is in love notices everything. They give importance to everything. The day they say, whatever, no big deal, is the day love begins to cool. St. Faustina understood this. She wrote, when a reluctance and a monotony as regards my duties begin to take possession of me, I remind myself that I am in the house of the Lord, where nothing is small, and where the progress of many a soul depends on this small deed of mine. The small deed accomplished in a divinized way. And elsewhere she says simply, only love has meaning. It raises up our smallest actions into infinity. This is the antidote to lukewarmness. Not grand gestures, but small ones, done with great love. Listening to someone without glancing at your phone. Showing up on time for prayer. Keeping the small promises you've made to Jesus. These are not little things. These are the texture of a life on fire. Mary, we turn to you. Your life in Nazareth was nothing but small things, and yet the love in them was almost impossible to fathom. You never once shrugged your shoulders. You never treated a single moment as ordinary. Help us. Help us keep our love for your Son burning brightly, all the way to the end. Keep our hearts from ever becoming tasteless, dull, or lukewarm. Help us to remain salt of the earth and fire in the middle of the world. I thank you, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me in this meditation. I ask your help in putting them into effect. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.